The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Monday. And if you don't know anything on this Monday, know that you deserve to be blessed. Hey, everyone, look, I am coming in here tonight. So in Houston, Texas, right now, it is raining cats and dogs. You know, when people tell you that it's raining cats and dogs, you know what they really mean? Like it is pouring down outside right now. I am truly wet. My arm over here is wet. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here with you all tonight. You know what? If y'all can see me, if you can hear me, give me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen and let me know that you're there. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it is a thought to ponder, and we're back. So even though I may be a little wet around the edges right about now because it's raining the way it is, I still wanted to come to you all tonight and let's talk about it. Y'all got y'all drinks? What y'all drinking tonight? What y'all drinking tonight? Oh, come on now. Come on. It's a sip. That's exactly what it is. It's a sip. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to come on in and come talk to me. Tonight is Monday, right? And tonight we're talking about forgive and forget. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I want y'all to go on and get your drinks. Come on in, sit down, have a moment with me, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Y'all come on and show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Tap the middle of the screen, TikTok. Let me know that you're in. Thumbs up, hearts. Tap the middle of the screen. Thumbs up, hearts. Tap the middle of the screen. Thumbs up, hearts. Tap the middle of the screen. What? Look, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm here tonight to bring you the thought to ponder. So although it's raining today, right? What I want you to think about is that how good life is. Even with the rain, even with the storm, and even with me getting wet trying to get here to do the show tonight, I'm still good. Life is good. Life is good. Like a lot of times people don't understand how good life is. So with me saying that life is good, what I want you to do, I want you to take a moment and I want you to come along and let's clear the air and let's breathe. Let's breathe because your life is important. Breath is life, so life is important. Let's breathe. So for those of you who are tuning in tonight who have never been a part of the Thought to Ponder, have never seen the Thought to Ponder, what I like to tell you is that we do 3 breaths here. And what we believe, here's the Thought to Ponder, that if you do those 3 breaths, you can change what's going on with you. You can switch out what's happening. You can actually make a difference. You can change the atmosphere in the room if you just take a moment and breathe and acknowledge that your breath is important. So I'm going to do 3 breaths, right? The first breath, I'm going to take it in, I'm going to blow it out, but I'm going to count and I'm going to move my hands so that you can see what the count is for the breath. The second breath, I'm not going to count, but I'm still going to move my hands so that you can see the count, right? If you have your eyes open. And the last breath, the third breath, is the most important one for us, because what we're going to do is take it in, and then we're going to blow it out to the furthest reaches of the universe or to the deepest part of the ocean. Now, I might not want to talk about ocean because it's raining cats and dogs out here. But anyway, I want you to go ahead and do that. But on the third breath, I want you to make some noise. So if you've never been with us before, I want you to come along and take a breath with us. So on the count of 3, we're going to take a deep breath. First one, I'm going to count. Second one, I won't. Third one, I won't. But the third one, we're going to make some noise when we release it. Y'all ready for me? Y'all ready? I think I heard you say that you were ready. So if you're ready, then let's go ahead and let's do it, right? Y'all with me? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I know. I know. I didn't do a little Tina Turner action in the beginning. So, ladies and gentlemen, take your shoulders, and I want you to roll them back. I want you to move them back. And if you know Tina Turner rolling, I want you to give me a little Tina Turner. But what I want you to do is to take those shoulders, bring them forward, and then bring them back so you can open up that chest. You want to feel that breath all in here. All in here. You with me? All right, so we're going for the second breath on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And out. Whew, that's it. You should feel it all up in the chest. You should feel it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take whatever it is that's bugging you, whatever it is you're thinking about, whatever it is you want resolution to, whatever may be going on with you tonight. I want you to take it. On this third breath, I want you to send it to the furthest reaches of the universe or the deepest part of the ocean. And the reason we do that is so that it can't come back around. It gives you enough time to deal with it, right? You are in control. You should be able to do that, all right? On the count of 3, we're going to take the deep breath. Now, remember, on this third breath, we're going to make some noise. Now, look, ladies and gentlemen, if you're in the library, you're at work, and you make some noise, we are not responsible here at the Thought to Ponder. We're not responsible for what happens if they come tap you on the shoulder, take you outside with a box. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Exactly. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what I want you to do, we're going to take that third breath. And on the count of 3, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And yeah. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we believe here at the Thought to Ponder that if you take a moment and breathe, take a moment and acknowledge that your breath is important, we believe that you can tackle whatever situation, issue, or problem or concern that's in front of you. We believe you can change the atmosphere in the room. We believe that you can correct something that went wrong yesterday. We believe that you can repair something that needs repairing. And we also believe that you can reconcile something, right? You can reconcile. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want you to think about your breath and how important it is. Breathing is living. Living is breathing. Y'all better catch it. Y'all better catch it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to get your drinks. Make sure you got your drinks because we're about to talk about it. Show me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Where y'all at? What's going on? Come talk to me. Let me know where y'all at. Let me know if you're in. And if you're in, if you got it going on. What happened? Okay, all right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to make sure yeah, I'm sipping. Y'all call it what you want to call it, but I'm gonna call it a sip. I'm gonna call it a sip. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're gonna call it a sip, baby. A sip. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a good day. Today is a good day. All right, one last time, ladies and gentlemen, thumbs up, hearts, TikTok, tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that you're in. Show me some love. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the topic tonight. And the topic tonight is forgive and forget. Ooh, let's get it. Forgive and forget. Right? Forgive and forget. Now look, forgive and forget. Now, y'all know y'all have heard this topic 50 million times. Y'all heard it, I don't know how many times in your life. And you probably think to yourself, say, should I forgive and should I forget? Well, let Titan tell you what Titan thinks about forgiving and forgetting. So my grandmother used to always say that you can forgive, but don't you ever forget. And I used to wonder, well, if we forgiven, all is forgiven, then we should forget about it. We should let it fall by the wayside. We should let it go. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to just give it up and turn it loose, right? And people say, oh, well, Titan, isn't that kind of holding on to the past? Isn't that kind of holding on? Here's the thing. You're going to forgive, right, somebody, but you're going to forget what happened? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Come here. Come here. Y'all, come here. Come here. From Titan, right? You can forgive all day long. You can forgive up, down, sideways, backwards, frontwards, all you want to. But forgetting is not an option. Because what happens is you forgive somebody, then you forget what they did or how they approached you or how they came across to you. And what you do is set yourself up for failure for a second time, a third time, and a fourth time. Okay? That's what you actually do. And a lot of times people say, well, Titan, I should be forgiving. This is in the Bible. This is what we're supposed to do. You forgive all day long to your heart's content. And if you feel like that's what you want to do, then you do that. But forgetting, no, I'm not going to forget. Now, I may not bring it up again. I may not act a fool with it. I may not do a whole lot of things. But what I won't do is forget. And the reason I say I'm not going to forget, I'm not holding a grudge. I just know what not to do next time. I know what to look out for next time. That's why I'm not forgetting. I'm not holding a grudge saying that I hate you and I'm every time I'm going into this deep depression. No, that's not it. Okay, exactly, because that's exactly what you said. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're going to forgive someone. Yes, you forgive them. You know what? I forgive you for acting a damn fool. I forgive you for doing that. But I'm not going to forget how you act a damn fool because here it comes you doing it again. I'm not going to forget how you treated me during this situation because here it comes again. I'm not going to not recognize how you do things. And people say, oh, Titan, you scared like that. No. I'm not scared. What? This is such an on-time episode. I'm not scared, but I'm going to let you know I'm cautious. I tell people all the time that I am very spiritual, right? I'm very spiritual, but I am very cautious of where I sit in my spirit because my spirit is going to tell me, no, Titan, don't mess with, and I'll be like, the spirit be like, I hear you, Titan, but no. Titan, don't you go over there. Titan, don't you deal with that. And then here I am, I didn't forgave and forgot. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't forgave and forgot. Okay, preach, Mr. Capri. Yes, I didn't forgave and forgot. Now I don't know what to look for. Now I don't know when the shenanigans is in my face. Now I don't know when somebody's trying to manipulate me. Now I don't know because I didn't forgot. But do you really truly forget? I'm gonna ask somebody. Do you really truly forget? Do you really truly forget? I don't think you do. See, sometimes we all play the fool. Sometimes, okay, manipulative. Y'all know that's a word. Look, shoot. Wait, manipulative ain't no word? Manipulative not a word? I think y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about when I say manipulative. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I was talking with somebody, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to say the name. You know how they tell you, the names and locations have been changed to protect the innocent. I'm not going to give you any names, but there was somebody that was kind of close to me. And what they would do is they would always wait until around um, payday, right? And then they always wanted to go out with me around payday. Now, I didn't mind. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. If I invite you out, if I ask you to come out with me, normally I'm paying because I asked you to come out with me. I asked you to come out to dinner, have a drink or whatever have you. I'm paying. But then I got a little whiff of this was happening every payday, and you never ever paid for a drink or anything, a meal or nothing. And you were doing it like that. And then so one day we got to a location and I said, "Oh, so you're good, right?" And then he was like, "Well, what you mean am I good?" And I said, "You asked me to come here. Are you paying?" And he was like, "No, well, I guess we're not gonna eat." Well, I guess we're not gonna eat, bro. I forgave you the first couple of times because I even asked you about it. You feel what I'm saying? But you're not gonna keep on manipulating me. You're not gonna keep on wanting to go here. Now it's McDonald's and Burger King and Jack in the Box on your dime. You know what I'm saying? But then it's Grand Lux and it's a Cheesecake Factory, and then it's Houston's and it's all this other good stuff that y'all, I like to eat. And if it's gonna be a good eat, I'm down for it. But I said, okay, so what's happening? A friend of mine, I'll never forget, was sitting up here talking about everybody and just going on about everybody, having a moment, just doing it. And I didn't say anything, but this friend went back and told those people that he was talking about that I said all of this stuff. Now, I don't know them like that, but I knew him like that, right? And so he sit up here and did that, threw me under the bus. And then they do this old housewives, thing. Oh, well, you should forgive because we are friends, our basketball wives. We are friends. Nah, bro. You only get one good time to screw me. One good time. That's it. One good time. And then people always say to you all the time that, oh, you acting funny or you being mean or you being nasty. No, I'm not letting you manipulate me no more. That's all. People forget real quick how you help them, but the first to be mad when you set a boundary, okay, for their disrespect. That part, I don't understand why people want to do that. It's just like when people borrow money, right? People will hunt you down to borrow the money. But as soon as you ask them for it, you ain't right. You ain't right, Titan. Why you gonna ask me something like that? You ain't right. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not telling you not to forgive. You forgive. If the Bible tells you to forgive, then you do whatever it is you feel you need to do. But what I am going to tell you is that stop forgetting. And really and truly, you're not forgetting. What you're doing is you're pushing it to the side because society has said to us that we're not right if we sit up here and harp on somebody the way they harped on us. We're not right. But what I want to tell you is that you are right. Forgive? Yes. Forget? No. I'm not doing that. Because old boy tried to come back around years later and was like, da 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 da. And I was like, bro, we don't get down like that. That's just real talk. We don't get down like that. And you want to tell me? No, I'm good. I'm good. Now all of a sudden, Titan ain't right. Titan got an attitude. Titan is bougie. Now he's up there doing this and doing that. No, bro, I just got tired of every time we went out, it was on my dime. And then not to even add insult to injury, every time we would go out, he had a problem with his food. He had a problem with his food, arguing with the waiters and doing all this stuff. And I was like, I'm not eating that. No, sir. No, ma'am. No green eggs and ham. No. That's not how you do that. And he was the only one that had a problem every time we went out. Now, look, there have been times, ladies and gentlemen, where people have probably got your order wrong or something like that. Come on. I get it. You feel what I'm saying? But when you are constantly complaining about something, constantly complaining about this and that, and so forth and so on, come on. Come on. That's not what we're doing, y'all. That's not what we're doing. We're not doing that. That's not what we're doing. But I'm wrong. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to tell me, do you forgive and forget? Should you forgive and forget? Oh no, they gotta go. I got rid of people like that really quick. Yeah, and you know what? And you know what, Kwame, and y'all follow me on this, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Sometimes these people sneak in, and you don't even know they in because they're so good at masking their friendship or their interest in you that you don't even see it because you're that happy-go-lucky type of person. So you're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to do this. I'm gonna go out I like to go out and eat sometimes, and sometimes I know that some of my friends or maybe somebody may not be able to splurge on a $50 entree, right? And this is not something I do all the time, but there is a time where you say, you know what, I want to do this. I want the experience. You know what I mean? I want the hot towel and the wiping of your hands and the and the dinner fork and the salad fork and all that other kind of stuff. Like you want that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm bougie like that, but sometimes you want that. Because I'm gonna tell you, anywhere you go, a $50 entree is a $50 freaking entree, and that's a bit much. But back to what Kwame said, they gotta go. Sometimes you don't even know that they in your circle like that. And that's why I'm so glad that my circle, my gang, my village, my tribe, they are so good. They are so good with the purge. You know what I'm saying? They are so good with the purge. I have had people who claim to be friends, but only was truly in it for what I had. Lesson learned. But I worked through a lot of hurt with lots of therapy to ensure I didn't harden my heart. Look, you know what, and Kwame, kudos for that. Kudos for going to therapy. Kudos for making sure that your heart was not hardened. But I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you got to be a little selfish. Sometimes you have to keep what you got for yourself. It's good to have people around, but sometimes people come as energy drainers, right? You ever heard of a succubus? You ever heard of a leech? You ever heard of well, hell, vampires? They drain you. They drain you, and have no qualms about doing it. Okay, vampires, that part. But here's the thing: we allow those people into our midst because at one point, and this is true to fact, at one point we forgave and forgot. We didn't forgive and we didn't forgive and forget because we wanted to. We forgave, and we forgot because we needed to. We needed those people at that time. And I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I can't blame it on them all the way because we opened the door and we allowed them in. Like Kwame said, he had people that was around him that claimed that this is what they were there for, but they wasn't there for that. But they had saw that Kwame was giving out coupons. They saw Kwame was giving out coupons. Okay. He had a whole book of which one you want, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way Kwame felt. Now, I don't know that to be true, and Kwame can check it and verify it for me if he wants. But yes, they wanted all of that. You know what I'm saying? They saw it and they will glamour you into thinking, look, that's the vampires again. They will look all up in your corner, all up in your retina, and be like, ooh, and ooh, and ooh. And then you fall for it. Oh, here you go. Here you go, right? Until you ask them for something. I just said last week or either the week before that I asked this person to help me get home after I had a situation some years ago with my car. And this person could not even, they didn't even help me, but they claimed that they helped me do everything that I needed to do. They got everything. And I said, man, come on. Like, you didn't do nothing. You barely even wanted to take my call. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, forgive, yes. Forget, no. And the reason I say that is because I want you to understand what you're doing, right? You should be able to be happy. You should be able to be sad. You should be able to be angry. You should be able to be content. You should be able to express your feelings. You should be able to understand. You should be able to do all of those things. But when we start forgiving people for every single thing that they do, and then we forget what it is that they did, we do a disservice to ourselves, because then we're sitting here holding the bag every single time and wondering, God, why me? Why did this happen to me? But what we've been doing is what society has told us, what the good book has told us, what the church and what the spirit and the energy has said. Forgive. I'm gonna tell y'all right here and now. I feed my spirit, I pray on my spirit, I love on my spirit. My spirit is my guide. My spirit ain't never told me to forgive and forget. My spirit ain't never told me to forgive and forget. My spirit has told me to close the door, but peep out the window. I'm going to say it one more time for those in the mezzanine and those in the nosebleed. My spirit has told me to close the door, but peep out the window. You ain't got to let everybody know what's happening up over here. Close that door, but get over there to that window, like the old lady that's in the little window in the neighborhood with that one little piece peeled down right there, and she know everything that's happening. That part. That part. And what I mean by that is that my spirit told me you can forgive all day long. Forgive. Forgive. Keep your salvation. But don't you forget how that person came at you. Don't you forget how that person showed the hell out. Don't you forget what happened to your heart and your spirit and your soul in that moment that that person acted a fool. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. And like Kwame said he didn't forget. He forgave, but he had to work through it not hardening his heart. Because not everybody out there is bad. Not everybody is out there is bad. However, there are some that will take you for a ride on an emotional roller coaster. They will take you on a ride. Do you hear me? All right, so really quick, we're going to go to commercial break in just a little bit, but really quick. So I'm talking to someone. Y'all know I'm always having conversations. It's what I do. Talking to someone, and they said, well, Titan, I think that I need to forgive them and forget this because they didn't mean to hurt me. And I said, well, what do you mean by they didn't mean to hurt you? She said, well, actually, I fractured my arm in 3 places. I said, you did what? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Mm-mm. 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 She said, I fractured my arm in 3 places. Wait, how did you fracture your arm in 3 places? Well, me and him were playing, and I was up on the 5th or 6th step, and somehow I slipped and fell. Ooh. I'm gonna give y'all one. Oh, I would give y'all one like my grandmother would say. I ain't never heard tell of that. So I said, why are you forgiving him if you slipped and fell? It was an accident that you did yourself. Well, I think I just need to, I think I need to forgive him. Wait, what are we forgiving? And what are we forgetting? Wait, what happened? Like, what's going on? Okay, Kwame, look, you know I got a good old Negro spirit. Look, swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low. See, that's when you know you shouldn't forgive. That's when you know you should be forgetting. You were playing on the steps, and this is the story that she gave me. You playing on the steps, and you just slipped and broke your arm, fractured your arm in 3 places. What kind of steps were you on? The 1,000 feet steps? What were you on? You was on the 5th or 6th step, and you came downstairs like that. My shoe, like that. Woo! So I said, Titan. Myself said, approach this the right way. So why do you need to forgive him and forget? Because he was there. Because he was there. Because he was there. You know what, baby, look, this is your life and you need to do whatever it is you feel you need to do. But what I'm going to say to you, because I don't know what actually happened, I don't know how it went down, but I got to say this to you. If you are contemplating forgiving and forgetting, and somebody basically got you downstairs, right? Follow me what I'm saying. Got you downstairs. I'm not blaming nothing on him. I'm saying, what are you forgiving and what are you forgetting? And why would you need to do that? Why? For what? For what? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a commercial break, right? But I want to say this to you. I'm going to come back and tell you what I told her about the whole situation. But ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about forgive and forgetting, right? Forgiving is one thing, but forgetting is something totally different. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead on and forgive myself so we can go to commercial, but I ain't going to forget. Kwame, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Pyro Media Network is a proactive network focused on providing innovative space for content creators and entrepreneurs. PMN is dedicated to giving its viewers a diverse entertainment experience while helping content creators elevate their production, engagement, and overall branding. To date, PMN has reached over 1 million viewers and listeners internationally, produced over 72 successful shows with high ratings and fanfare, and has housed over 135 content creators, brands, and businesses through entertainment and consulting services exclusive to Pyro Media. Pyro Media Network is a space that makes you feel at home. So if you or someone you know wants to make an impact, then contact PMN by visiting www.pyromedianetwork.com, and we will take your production to the next level.
That didn't go like planned. I was going to take a sip and be like, got y'all. But look, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I am Titan Capri here with the Thoughts of Ponder. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about forgive and forgetting, right? And so we're going to go ahead on and move on into, well, let me finish the story real quick. So she basically had a whole thing go on where the police came out. They actually questioned whether or not she actually accidentally fell or she was pushed, or what it looks like is that somebody pulled, she lost her footing, right? Now, she said that her and this dude was playing. But what I don't believe that was the case in point. Because how do you play and fracture your arm in 3 places, right? And what it sounds like to me, she said she was on the 5th or 6th step and she lost her footing and she quickly fell on her arm on the balcony part or the balcony thing, and then hit the floor. What I believe, right, is that he pulled her leg or pulled her or yanked her or something. But anyways, it's not for me to decide what's what, who, how. What I'm saying is that you cannot forgive and forget that. You have been in the hospital. You was in the hospital for I don't know how long. You wore a cast for I don't know how long. Your arm took forever to heal. And truly, it didn't really heal like it was in the beginning. You feel what I'm saying? And so I think sometimes we have to be careful what we're forgiving, we're forgetting. Now, are you forgiving this person because you want them in your life? But then I started to think about it. Hold on, y'all. She had fractured her arm. She had broken her ankle. She had had to get like 12 stitches or something in her head one time. After that, she had a bruise on her arm to where, and I got to thinking, I said, man, no, we can't forgive and forget. We got to get you out of there. Something is going on, right? Something is happening. And so she did get help, but I never forget. She asked me, she said, well, I should forgive and forget. And I said, no, you shouldn't. Look, forgive all day long, but don't you forget, because once you start forgetting, I have to say this again, ladies and gentlemen, once you start forgetting, you will let anything happen. You will let anything go because you can't remember what it was. It's the same thing like you go to touch a hot pot. The first time you burnt your hand, you are going to remember. You're not going to forget. You're going to know to get you a towel or get you a hot plate or get you a cut towel or something so that you can grab that handle, or get you a handle where the heat is only distributed at the bottom of the pot. Something, but you ain't going to forget. You forgive it all day long. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry, Titan. I grabbed that pot without anything in my hand. The next time you go over there, you ain't gonna do that. I guarantee you. I guarantee. All right, Kwame. Let's go ahead on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's ponder some HIV. Let's ponder some HIV. Baby, let me tell you. She gonna forgive and forget. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna forgive and forget? So I want to talk to those that are HIV positive, right? And I want to ask you the question: have you taken a moment to forgive HIV, or should you be forgetting HIV? And the reason I say that is because I had a conversation with someone over the weekend, and they said, I can't forgive HIV for what HIV has done to me, right? And I want to be serious for just a moment, because sometimes, well, I'm probably going to crack a joke. But anyways, I want to be serious for just a moment, because sometimes what happens is we don't forgive the things that happen to us. And then again, I didn't say forget. So here's my own story to kind of answer the question that was posed to me over the weekend. I hated HIV. Still not too keen on HIV, but I hated it. Death, denial, depression. It brought on so many things. There was so much stigma surrounded. There was so much things going on, and HIV or AIDS almost took me out of here. I only had 4 T cells. And when I think back on it, did I hate it? Yes. Could I forgive it? No. Because at the time, so somebody asked me to send them 2 pictures, one around the time of my diagnosis and one now. And I sent those pictures over, but I hesitated on whether or not I should send over some polished photos. Whether I should send some polished photos. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm at a point in my life to where I said, no, I'm not sending over any polished photos. What I'm going to do is send you over real, honest photos. And one of the photos was of me after I had got out of the hospital and I was trying to regain my strength and heal because I had so much going on. I looked rough. I looked very frail and thin, right? I forgive. At the moment, I didn't forgive HIV because I thought HIV was my punishment. So there was no forgiving my punishment. But like Kwame said, after I did some therapy, some soul searching, and now that I'm at this place, where I'm at, I'm a liberator, baby. I'm a liberator. I'll be liberating. Now that I'm here, I can forgive, but I can't forget. So many people are going through what I went through 17 years ago. My anniversary is coming up May 5th. I know Cinco de Mayo. I know. Coming up May 5th. But I've been here 17 years. If you'd have asked me back then to forgive HIV and forget, I probably would have cursed you out because there was no forgiving. There was no forgetting. There was nothing. I ain't want nothing to do with HIV. Nothing. But today, I'm here and I'm different. Today, I have understanding. So I forgave HIV. I even forgave the person that I acquired the disease from, the virus from. But did I forget? No. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you this and I'm going to say this to you, and you may say, Titan, you hold still harboring. No. What I want you to do is to understand that your past is your past. Sometimes you may have to visit your past in order to heal from your past. But my past does not define me anymore. My past does not tell me that I'm less than anymore. I don't go back to my past and live and thrive in my past. No, that's not it. I am all about my future. I am moving forward. I am going forward. So I want to say to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I hated HIV. Forgiving HIV was not a part of my plan, and it surely wasn't a part of forgetting. But I had to forgive myself in order to understand that it was not HIV that I was truly forgiven. It was me. I blamed myself. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Baby, let me tell y'all. Look, I'm sitting. Ooh. Forgive yourself for HIV. Forgive yourself. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, you don't hate the disease or the virus nowhere near as much as you hate yourself. And you want to say all day long, oh, Titan, I don't hate myself. I don't know. No, but think about it. When you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you go to your doctor's visit, do you like the fact that you're standing in there and all eyes are on you? When you get sick, do you like the fact that you got to take medication for the rest of your life just to survive, just to live, or as I like to say, thrive? So we want to forgive people all day long, but we're not forgiving HIV because HIV didn't do this to me. HIV is just a virus. Somebody done this to me in my situation. But I was hating HIV, but really and truly, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't hating HIV. I was hating myself. I could not forgive myself for falling in the trap. I couldn't forgive myself for being the one that went out there and brought HIV home. I couldn't forgive myself. And society, community, church, elders, everybody told me that was my punishment, that I would never see God because I went out there and I did that. So yes, I was angry at HIV. Yes, I was angry at everybody that tried to tell me it's going to be okay. No, you don't know what's happening. I went through death. I only had 4 T cells. I could barely walk to the bathroom. I had a central in my chest, a bag on my side. It was things going on that I didn't even know was happening. And I thought it was because it was my punishment. And I couldn't forgive myself because it was my punishment. But ladies and gentlemen, that'll be another conversation for another day, ladies and gentlemen. But I had to forgive HIV. Why? Because I was HIV. I was in it. I had to take medication. I was reminded and I hated it, and I hated it, and I hated it. But here's my thing, ladies and gentlemen. The moment that I learned to forgive myself, that's when I no longer had to forgive HIV. I no longer had to forget. I no longer had to, because I understood. I got it. I had to move forward. Now I'm walking and living in my purpose, but has it been easy? No, it hasn't. I just made a post on Facebook just over the weekend to where I'm a liberator. I didn't even know I was liberating people. I didn't even know what liberation was until I liberated myself, until I forgave myself. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. I had to forgive myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't understand why when I stood up in the mirror and I looked at myself, I hated what was staring back at me. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you just a little visual. My skin was dark. I was ashy. My bones were aching. I had dropped some 80 pounds. I was like 140 something pounds. I looked like I straight up was on something. I was having seizures. They had to put a central in. I couldn't use the bathroom. It was like things were going on. And ladies and gentlemen, and family and friends and village and tribe and gang, I could not forgive myself because this was not supposed to happen to me. This was not supposed to be. So do I forgive HIV? No, because at the time, HIV was me. I was HIV. So why was I going to forgive? And then to add insult to injury, I was diagnosed with AIDS. I only had 4 T cells. So everything that everybody had ever told me was coming true. I was on my way out the door. Not D-O-O-R, D-O. I was on my way out. So I couldn't forgive. And then forgiving myself means that I had to forgive HIV. I mean, I had to forgive what it brought up on my life. I had to forgive how I became HIV positive. I had to forgive the person who transmitted the virus to me. And I couldn't do that then. And it's been about 3 years now that I've been able to sit here, be in the community, step into spaces and places, and liberate others because I liberated myself. Now, I'm not telling you I liberated myself on my own, ladies and gentlemen. This is not no toot, no horn type of thing. I'm saying I had to understand that I was flawed. I had to understand that it was not my fault that this happened. I had to understand that I did play a role in it. I had to understand that the person that did this to me was having issues of their own, not forgiving them in that aspect. You feel what I'm saying? At the time. But what I learned is that I cannot continue to live my life not forgiving myself. And in turn, me forgiving myself, I was able to forgive him. I was able to forgive the pastors and the preachers and the deacons for telling me I wouldn't seek it. I had to forgive myself to forgive the church. I had to forgive myself and to forgive those people that stood in the midst and allowed this to happen and didn't want to, warn me. So I had to forgive myself in order to even think about forgiving anything, let alone HIV. Let alone HIV. I forgave, but I haven't forgotten. I forgave him, but I didn't forget him in that aspect. It took a long road. I had to get there. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, for those of you who are living with HIV, for those of you who may be around somebody that's HIV positive and you're wondering how to help, how to do, you have to make sure that you forgive. I'm not telling you to forget, but you have to forgive. You have to understand that some things in life are just going to happen, and they're going to happen. Now, do you excuse how they happen? No, you don't. But you can't keep keeping yourself caged up and locked up and not forgiving yourself for what happened. Because we can say we blame everybody else all day long, but truly, who do you blame? The person that's staring back at you in the mirror, the person that you're with every day, the person when all the four walls close in, that person that you talk to, that's you. That's you. That's you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead on and move on to this final thought. Let's get into this final thought because we're about time. We're about at time. Whew. Ladies and gentlemen, so my final thought is going to be simple. And I'm going to say this to you, and I want you to understand where I'm at. I want you to forgive, but I don't want you to forget. Hey, 3, but I don't want you to forget. What I want you to do is understand that things in life will happen. And sometimes you're going to have to forgive people for not knowing what they do when they do what they do. But in you forgiving those people, you forgive yourself for blaming yourself for accepting with the trash that they gave you, for accepting the trickery and the foolery and the manipulative that they done done to you. You forgive. You forgive for your own sanity. You forgive for your own salvation. You forgive for your own life. You forgive for your own spirit, the power, the position, and the purpose that you have. You forgive, but don't you forget what it looks like, what it smells like, what it felt like. Don't you forget how it came about. Don't you forget that they snuck their way up in. Don't you forget that they sit up here and played the game. Don't you forget that they was popping their gums behind your back. Don't you forget that they stole from you. Don't you forget that they left you there by yourself. Don't you forget that. Because this is what I'm saying to you. I'm not holding a grudge, but you best believe I can see you coming from a mile away. I can smell the stench from a mile away. I can feel the vibrations from a mile away. And why? Because I didn't forget. I forgave you. First time, what did I say? First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. It won't be a third time. You feel what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, you can forgive, but the way you stay ahead of it, the way you stay there, is not to forget. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Baby, let me tell you, once you get to a point in your life where you understand that you can forgive 99 times, but you can't forget once, 99 problems, but a forget ain't one. That point. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am Titan Capri, and I'm here with your thought to ponder every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Ladies and gentlemen, I love that you wanted to come and spend some time with me. And I want you to take a moment and think about those things that you need to forgive, right? But also, when you forgive those things, I want you to place a little tick. You know what I'm saying? A little mental Rolodex. Oh, so that's what happened last time. Let me not go that route. I jumped in this pool of sand thinking I'm going to float in this quicksand. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Know what that is. Know what that is. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to say to you that I don't believe there was any other reason you were put on this earth other than to be blessed and to be a blessing. And if you're blessing somebody, then you know you're blessed. And if you're blessed, then you're truly blessing somebody. Look, ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here tonight, I got just a couple of minutes. Y'all go follow me, Titan Capri, all social media. Y'all come check me out. I think This forgiving, forgetting, I needs a little groove. Exactly. I didn't forget you. I didn't forget you, baby. Y'all ready for a little groove? Come on, y'all. Let's groove on the way up out of here. On the way up out of here. Y'all ready? Let's groove. Wait. You not ready? Okay. I thought you was ready. All right, let's go. Sit it da 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 da. Sit it da 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 da. Forgive, forget, forgive, forget. Sit da doom 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 doom. Sit da doom 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 doom. Sit da doom 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 doom. T2P. Check us out. T2P. Check us out. Wow, 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 wow. No, just kidding. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Look, y'all come back now. You hear? All right, ladies and gentlemen, one last time. Let me see some thumbs up. Let me see some hearts. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen and let me know that you hear me. You don't hear me, though. But until next time, peace.